same energy.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry.
Mike.
Oh shit, they on my body, they stopped my live.
Mike.
Keep that same energy.
You know the vibes, what you tapping in on this Monday. Where would you want to be but with Live on Broadway podcast, you heard? You know the vibes, what you getting into right now, Live on Broadway podcast. Welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway podcast where the situations matter more than the relationships. Perspectives are respected by everybody. And if this your first time tapping in, don't be easily threatened or angered because much like you, every giant here first started off as a perfect stranger. You know what I'm talking about? We ask that you guys tap in and get in tune with everything that we doing by way of Instagram at @IM_Broadway. Follow Live on Broadway podcast. Follow Live on Broadway podcast on all streaming platforms. YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you tap in with Google Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere else podcasts are available. Hey, Rube, we need to get Shelly a mic. Can you get that blue mic right there, please? She needs a mic. The queen needs a mic. Just unravel that. Just give it to me here, because it's going to probably be, oh, there you go. You got it. Look at you. Knowing what 1 + 1 is. Knowing what 1 + 1 is. Look at you. Look at you. Yeah, you just... Go ahead. Tap in. Turn the mic on. Make sure it's on. Speak it to the mic. Okay. Here we go. Listen, guys. You know the vibes, man. I see Leslie tapping in. I see TJ. I see Gigi. Raven. I see you. Diana. Am I saying your name right, Queen?
Deanna. You almost had it.
Deanna. Shout out. I see the giant tapping in on Instagram. I see everybody tapping in on Instagram. Shout out. I see D. Marie. I see the collectors. And I'm talking about I'm doing my best to look, but I'm kind of squinting my eyes like this because it's at a bit of a distance. But shout out to everybody tapping in and getting in tune with us on all our social media platforms. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out, and shout out. Appreciate everybody. Listen. Wellness check. How was everybody weekend? Let me start from the room. I mean, what's happening with you, sis? What's happening with you, Ruth?
My weekend was awesome.
Where you run to?
Chill. Disclosed location, but I had free crib. And it was a pool, and I brought all 3 of my bathing suits with me to the runaway. And
not all 3.
All 3 bathing suits I brought with me. 2 wigs, some sandals, and a nurse costume.
Yes to the nurse costume.
Keep that same energy.
Yes to the nurse costume.
Yeah, so that was my weekend. I had a nice getaway. It was peace and quiet, which I needed, except for the noise that I was making, which we ain't gonna talk about all that, but yeah. Awesome weekend.
Make sure you speak into the mic. Okay, so you was outside with,
2 sons.
Costumes and things.
Yep.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Doing somebody's son's filthy McNasty.
Just to be clear, if you're watching this on YouTube, we are live via @IM_Broadway. Make sure you tap in. You see Shelly, you see Rubes. You know what I'm talking about, his misses, your wishes. You see them on their phones because they participating in a conversation that's happening online. You know what I'm talking about, way of the Instagram. Or if you're on Instagram and you want to tap in, excuse me, my fault. If you on Instagram and you want to tap in and you want to see what's happening by way of YouTube, tap in Live on Broadway podcast on YouTube. We are streaming live. Now I'm talking about Shells.
Yes.
What's happening with you, Queen? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I worked on Saturday, did some outreach, and I took a bike ride home. The 2 train wasn't running. So y'all fucking up.
Oh, the 2 Train dropping the ball, right?
Yeah, they fucking up. But
Fucking 2 Train, MTA, man.
But definitely, I took the weekend to relax and clear my mind because it was necessary. There's a lot going on. But, you know, self-love and self-care is essential.
Say that. Say all of that. Very necessary. Very necessary. If you want to get up on Instagram, hit the button. I'm going to bring you guys up. Let me know how your weekend was. Tap in with me, Clubhouse Les. Give it to me, Queen. Pause.
It was dope getting back outside, being with family and friends. So we celebrated a couple of people's birthdays. So, you know, I'm a Gemini, so Geminis is still turning it up.
Keep that same energy.
I'm here for Gemini season. I see them mics flashing. TJ, tap in with me, King.
All right, Broadway, man, I got something to say.
Fuck is you talking about?
All right, man. I read the title of this room, right?
Yes.
And you intro the pod with a song about white birds.
Listen, I'm going somewhere, man. I'm going somewhere with this, man. It's levels. I'm working. I'm building on something, man. You got to wait and stay tuned and see where I go with that. Where I come with that.
All right, I was just...
Just trying to see where you're going, Broadway. Just trying to see where you're going. Tap in with me, Gigi. How was your weekend, Queen?
It was amazing. Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
Keep that same energy.
I went to the Brooklyn Museum.
Uh-huh.
And they have a festival every first Saturday, so it was pretty cool. The music was dope. It was hot. It was really, really hot, but I was in the spirit, so I enjoyed myself immensely. Yes. And then I got to see my nephew, and it was an amazing Sunday.
Shout out to the nephews. Shout out to the nieces. Round of applause. Round of applause. If this your first time tapping in live on Broadway podcast, we just doing wellness check, going around the room, making sure everybody doing good, feeling good, looking good. I know y'all looking good because I've been seeing some of y'all stories. Some of y'all looking a little bit too good. Some of y'all need to put on some more clothes, but we'll get to that later because tap in with me, Raven. See you, India.
Hey guys.
What's up with you, Ray?
It's been so long.
I know.
But my weekend was good. I worked most of my weekend. The other extra time I had, was searching every mall up here for a freaking birthday outfit because my ass did not order one. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get ready for my birthday.
Did Dennis find his outfit?
Dennis is a fucking clothesaholic and has clothes for days. So if you can't find something in his damn closet, it's gonna be a problem.
Got it. Got it.
So I'm celebrating my birthday this weekend.
Yes, let's go.
Happy birthday.
Getting ready for that.
Happy birthday, Queen. Deanna, patch in with me, Queen. How was your weekend?
Happy birthday, Raven.
My weekend was very nice, filled with family and fun, nothing too crazy. It was a nice weekend, nice and calm.
Nice, I'm here for it. Are you ready for some of the toxicity tonight, Deanna?
Oh, Lord.
Ooh, yeah, I'm interested. I'm waiting.
Okay. Look, I got D Marie. Tap in with me, D. How was your weekend, Queen? Before we start roll call.
Hey everybody. You know me. For me, it's always work. It's
always work.
And I mean, I tapped in with some of my family. Extremely too hot for a light-skinned chick like me. I ain't got no sunblock yet, son. I'm not out like that yet.
Okay.
In the meanwhile, no, I've been working on my oldest. Her birthday is coming up July 6th. She's talking about she want a boat party at the age of 8. I don't know how that's gonna work out.
She want
she know we just getting off of COVID, right?
My daughter thinks I'm Bill Gates' sister or something. Because I asked her,
got it.
You get the use room. What you want to do for your birthday? So she's like, oh, a party on a boat with my cousin.
She been watching
don't
TV.
like all of y'all like that. Let's get that straight. And then I'm like, so, what you want to wear? I'm thinking she's going to hit me something from the Gap. Something real cute. Seriously, going around the house talking about Prada or Versace is what I need. So, yeah,
The
this is
fuck?
the type of household I got going on. When you spoil your kids and they skip over Gap and children's plays, they go straight to the big stuff.
Got you.
So,
Got you.
but
Okay.
no, I just been working, and in a few weeks, I'm out of here.
Got you.
The same
Got
matter
you.
of fact, it's her birthday. I'm to the A.
I'm here for it. You better take photos. You better take photos and post a little bit so we can see a
Short
lot.
and stiletto
You know
type
what
of
I'm
summer,
saying?
boo. It's a
So-
short
so-
and stiletto summer.
Stiletto summer. I like the sound of that.
Shorts
I
and
like the sound of that. So listen, let's do this. We got the collectors up. I see him. I'm talking about, shout out to the collectors. Make sure you patch in with the collectors. I'm talking about hustle and motivate, baby. You see the vibes, man. Hustle and motivate. Roll call. Can we do that? Can we jump in the roll call? Oh wait, my weekend was splendid. The fuck? Like, hold the fuck on. Wait, goddamn, wait.
The fuck?
My weekend was
Yeah,
fucking
you was popping
fantastic.
out.
Know what I'm talking about? I was out here with my bae. I was, on a little vacation and shit. You know what I'm saying? Celebrating greatness, celebrating all of her amazing energy. You know what I mean? It feels amazing to have a counterpart that you can actually enjoy being around and that actually makes you smile at the smallest and minute moments. You know what I mean? So I love you, babe, and thank you for making me do something so simple, such as smile. You know what I mean? Round of applause for my baby. Round of applause.
Aww.
Round of applause.
I'm loving it.
You're showing emotion.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. We outside. We outside. Sola Fuela. Listen, let's do this. Let's jump in the roll call, though. Can we do that? Yeah, let's do that. Let's jump in the roll call. Live on Broadway podcast. Listen, we got some things to discuss. We got some things to discuss. All right, listen, guys. So we celebrating Prince's birthday. Prince is one of them. I want to put some respect on that brother's name, man. On that king, on the late great. Everybody phones on vibrate, please. I want to make sure we put some respect on that brother's name, man. Because Prince was out here fighting for ownership. Prince was out here fighting for the creators. Prince was out here doing a lot of things that we wasn't aware of very early on. He was writing the word slave on his face for the simple reason that in record contract, in record deals, in these label situations, a lot of times the masters that's a double entendre because they own it. Excuse me. Shout out to Prince. Prince is one of the guys, you know what I mean? Somebody I wanted to shout out and big up for roll call. Mariah Carey leaves Rock Nation.
Oh.
If y'all want to tap in, Paction, but Mariah Carey leaves Rock Nation. How y'all feel about that? Y'all know what's happening with that? Anybody?
I'm trying to figure out what that argument was about because I heard it got real spicy in that argument.
Real spicy, right?
She tried to clear the air.
I'm like, Mariah been down with The Rock for forever. He done been in movies. They done did so much together. And for it to get to this level, I feel like shit really probably hit the fan. Or to Mariah form, she didn't get her way to something, or it might not been something she might have been, jacking for the moment because if you got Mariah and you got Beyonce on the same level, and then you got Rihanna on that type of line, you got three top superstars. You know what I'm saying? Even though Mariah been around for forever, she's a legend in the game. But I feel like she probably had to take a seat back compared to Beyonce and Rihanna, and she probably ain't jacking it, especially because she working on a new album. And shit went left.
So let me get it from the rest of the room. Shelly, how you feel, Queen?
I mean, she tried to clarify earlier because they were trying to say that she had an explosive argument with Jay, and basically she tried to clear up the air, saying she's like, it wasn't because of an explosive argument. She's like, we had indifferences when we were doing Heartbreaker, and we know that was way back.
How long ago was that? And hasn't she been on Rock Nation?
Early 2000. Early 2000.
There you go.
But she been on Rock Nation for, anybody knows? How long has Mariah Carey been on Rock Nation, no? Somebody in the comments on
I'm
Instagram
finding out
tap
right now.
in.
She like Google.
Clubhouse, tap in. Mariah Carey leaves Rock Nation. How y'all feel about that?
Is she even making music anymore, nigga?
She's making a new.
Well, it's funny you
She
say
got a new
that
album
because
coming out.
they said she's coming out with a heavily infused R&B album. So I guess, I don't know, maybe the point of views on the album is going in different directions. I don't know.
Hey, she been reciting with the same
She been in
Christmas
there.
Hold
song.
on. One person
Nah, no
at a time.
Christmas song.
Hold on. Go ahead, TJ.
She just dropped that same Christmas album last year. I hope something coming with some new shit on it. I'm getting tired of the greatest hits and all that shit that she been doing.
Right. I kind of feel like, and this is what D. Marie was direction she was going in. What year was that, D. Marie?
Well, for her being in for Rock Nation,
Yeah.
she it hasn't been that long. She's been there for a minute,
Yeah.
but I think she wants that she wants that top status. But you got to remember, everybody that started with Rock Nation got a piece of it.
I think
You know what
they
I'm saying?
saying-
I don't think she's one of those founding members.
I think they saying 2017 she was part of Rock Nation. But look, going back in the direction of what you were saying, D. Marie, I think what happened with Mariah Carey is she has a big ego. A lot of time they say her legend precedes her. Like when she walk into a room, she gets real diva-esque. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking if I'm a betting man, I'm putting my chips on red. I'm saying that her ego perhaps got the best of her, and you know what I mean? It led her in a compromising situation, to be in a compromising situation. You know what I'm saying?
She got a lot of demands when she coming to a room, so.
There's a lot I want to speak about. You got the Mayweather versus Logan Paul. You got the Brian Maxwell knocking out Chad Ocho Cincoo. Y'all ain't see that?
I didn't see that.
Y'all ain't see
I
that?
want to know why nobody
didn't
told
watch
me
the
about
fight.
the
I just
fight
saw the
with
clip.
Chad.
What happened, D. Marie?
I want to know why nobody put me on about that fight with Chad. I was shocked.
Yeah, that was an undercard. What you said, Rubes?
I said I didn't see the fight, but I saw the clip.
Oh,
When he
people
was
saying they
getting-
want their money back.
The fight was trash, and I ain't even watch it.
Which fight was trash?
Mayweather.
The Mayweather. Oh well, we could have expected that one to be wasn't that like a charity fight or something?
It was
like
an
that?
exhibition. So I think, all right, just to give y'all some background, Mayweather got $5 million off of that fight, just to fight exhibition. Don't count against his record, right? Logan Paul, YouTuber, and his brother Jake Paul, the YouTubers, you know, Logan Paul, Jake Paul's brother fought Mayweather over the weekend, and Mayweather tore him a new one. But you know, it don't count. It don't count against them. You know, Logan Paul, I think he got 250,000 and 10% off the promotion. Mayweather got 50% of the promotion. So Mayweather just getting his bag. You know what I mean? He was just securing the bag. That's what that was about.
Right, which means he really wasn't going to put no effort into it because he was going to get the bag regardless. So I don't know what people expected
Hey, listen,
out of that fight.
Wait, Mayweather has done a great job at securing 50 wins and 0 losses. You know what I mean? When you work that hard, I would be loaning my name out to people too, just to say you fought me, and I get $5 million for what was it? 8 to 10 rounds, right? What was it? Anybody know? I think it was 8 rounds, 10 rounds.
It was too many.
It was too many.
It's too
I know that, right?
He got $10 million for 8 rounds.
I mean, the sponsorship game was out of this world. Though. They did numbers with that sponsorship. I can give you that.
You know what's funny? Look, impromptu, right? What's funny is, I know some of you guys don't want to talk about roll call. Some of you just want to get into the shits, right? And I'm here for some of you guys getting into the shits, right? But on the other side of you guys getting into the shits, I want to know what's going on out there that I might miss, that we might not be speaking on. Tap in on it and give me some energy on that. Because clearly, y'all don't give a fuck about Jake Paul, any YouTuber getting his ass bust. And tap in with me. Tap in with me.
Well, I can tell y'all a few things.
Yeah, go for it.
If anybody remember Miss Jones from Hot 97, Hot 97 in the morning
Yes.
show. She'll be coming back to radio soon, and she's also going to be doing drink camp soon, next month, at the end of the
hold
month.
up. You went too fast. She's going where and doing what?
Drink camp with Norris.
Oh, she's doing drink champs. Oh, she's going to drink champs.
Mm-hmm. Within the next 2 weeks, but she will be doing a new album, and she's going to be coming back to radio.
I don't want to
And
hear
as
Miss
well,
Jones' music. I want to hear her personality. I like her as a personality. I've never been too much of a fan of her music, and I feel like I'm not. I mean, yeah, she did some work in the past, and she's done her thing. But I've always liked her as a personality on the radio. She always kept it 100, and I like that. You know what I mean?
Well,
I'm
you can catch her at night.
What happened?
You can catch her on a late night. She does it live every night, about 11 o'clock.
Patch me in on that. Tag me. Send me that.
I got you.
So look, Raven, what are we missing? What's something you saw? Gigi, what's something you guys saw that we might have missed?
Yeah, I don't got nothing for you, Broadway.
She been out here. She right now, Gigi, looking for a dress on Fashion Nova. Get it, Queen.
Are we talking about the fight or are we just talking about in general?
In general.
Oh, I think it's Allen Iverson's birthday too.
Oh, shout out to Allen
Shout out
Iverson,
to AI.
man. Shout out to AI, man. Shout out to AI. Shout out to AI. Look, guys, look. I ain't want to prolong. I want to get into the shits. I got some stuff to talk about, and I want to get into it. Let's do that. Live on Broadway podcast. Pool, y'all know the vibe. Live on Broadway podcast. Make sure y'all get in tune and follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. And also get into my gram while you there. IM_Broadway and Live on Broadway podcast.
So I ain't checking you no more.
You know the vibes. Live on Broadway podcast. We here with the shits. We here with the family. We here with the gang. We here with the Giants. You know the vibes, man, and what's happening, man. Live on Broadway podcast. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out, man. We got some things to discuss, and it's about to get real spicy. Listen, man. Listen, don't kill the messenger. You know what I'm talking about? Don't kill the host. I'm just here to facilitate the conversation. Shelly, your head's nodding, so I know she got some shit to say. You know what I'm talking about? But listen, man, we're going to pour up an honest cup of talk tonight. I hope so. And we're going to get straight into it. Shout out to Collectors. Shout out to Live on Broadway podcast. Make sure you tap in, patch in with us. We on Patreon. Make sure you tap in with the Patronies. You know what I'm talking about? And patch in, man. Live on Broadway podcast. We on there for exclusive content. I'm talking about. So look, man, here's the topic. Y'all know the topic. The topic is why black men can't love white women in publicly. Like the fuck? I don't understand.
Keep that same energy.
Why can't black men love white women publicly? What's the problem with that?
And
I ain't got no problems.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
He trying to shake the room.
With me personally, I don't have a problem with it.
Not what I heard.
I'm not the person that when they post a black celebrity like on the show.
Why the fuck you lying?
You don't have no problem with a black man loving a white woman publicly?
No, love who you love. Like,
What?
listen,
Yo,
listen,
PR!
you
Can somebody
want me to
get my
you
sister?
want me to
Who is
be
this
a
person?
fucking hater? Listen.
I'm not being a hater. I just thought you would. I thought you in particular would take a different.
Because
approach.
I'm black, I'm supposed to not agree.
No, not because you're black.
So
But
why?
I just thought you would have took a
Because
different
my hair is
approach.
fake.
Huh?
Because my hair is fake. Because
No.
my shirt is printed. Because
No, it has nothing to
I
do
have
with
4
that.
kids. Like, so what the hell?
I thought you just would have took a different approach.
No, I don't
Okay.
have a problem with anyone loving who they love publicly. They could be white, they could be green, they could be a fucking dog, for all I care. If that person is holding you down and keeping you happy, love that person. I don't be on the shade room and be like, oh my God, why he got a white woman? He probably went through 75 black women and it didn't fucking work. And got with a white woman and everything he wanted to do, he was able to do.
Keep that same energy.
Like, I've dated a bunch of black guys, but am I to say that older guys are better than younger guys because I've been fucking with younger guys for mad long and ain't getting nowhere, but this older guy done helped me get a bank account, he done helped me, you know, with the kids, so I'm just gonna shit on everybody else? I can't do that. They just wasn't my cup of Henny.
Of Henny.
Henny. They wasn't my cup of Henny.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
they was probably tea. Tea is good, but fuck, Henny is Henny.
Henny is Henny.
Henny,
So look. All right, so look. Let me do this a different way tonight. Is there anybody via Clubhouse that feel like you guys are not okay with a black man loving a white woman publicly?
Man. All right. I ain't got no issue with it. I mean, you love who you love, but if you got a white woman, you kind of lose a little credibility to me. You can't have the same conversation that we would usually have if you got white problems at home and shit.
So just to be clear, somebody packs DWI in too. Say that again, King. So you're okay with it, or you're not okay with it?
I don't have a problem with it, but
you don't have a problem with it.
That, man, you lose credibility. There's some shit we can't talk about.
So
I can't relate.
If a black man is loving a white woman publicly, he loses credibility with you.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Interesting. All right, freeze frame on that. I'm gonna come back to you, TJ. All right, let me just get. You know what, Shelly, go ahead. Because I got some shit to say.
Oh, now you want to throw it at me.
And before I go off on my rant, I want to let everybody breathe.
For me, I don't have an issue. My only situation is when you decide to bash black women after that. Your experience is your experience. That doesn't apply to everyone. I don't have an issue with interracial couples. Now, you know, if you want to act like, oh, my shit don't stink because I'm with a white woman now, baby boy, you're still a black man.
Okay. DWI. Let me get it from a man. I'm trying to go boy, girl on this. DWI. Why black men can't love white women publicly? Because that's the question.
Is it just white women or any other race?
White women.
Okay, so we're gonna stick to this. We're gonna stick to the script. Well, I would think just because it's so loaded based off of the history between the two races, so it makes it a little tough. I used to feel like I could date him, but would my grandmother be cool? And then I actually had a friend one time that we were really cool. She came out here from Portland, and my grandmother loved her. Like she was super cool with us, like because she had black kids. Like she was white is white, but my grandmother never treated her no different. I never really treated her no different, but I do know the feeling like people are watching you, or the black women are watching you. So I know that feeling. Can't really answer the question though. I don't know why. I would like to hear why some of the women. I heard what young lady just said previously. She just said that she has the same sentiment that I had. I don't care what anybody does, white, black, straight, gay. Like what you do in your house with whoever you're doing it with is what you do. It doesn't do anything different to me. So that's my take on it.
All right, so here's the thing, right? Before I give it back to the floor, I feel like black women, respectfully, have more often than not had an issue with black men loving on white women publicly, right? And it goes off of what Shelly said about how black men say whatever they say and downgrade a black woman, to step on a black woman's back to push the white woman up. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like a lot of times I've dated all over the place. I've been outside with, I've had white women, I've had black women, I've had all different types. But I feel like it wasn't until dating a white woman that I've gotten the most kickback from that. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like dating a white woman, what I've heard in the past is, oh, another one bites the dust, or white women always want to take the good black men. You know what I'm talking about? So forth and so on. And it goes down that rabbit hole, respectfully, Shelly, without me stepping on a black woman's back. You know what I mean? It's just off of perception, off of what you see. I don't went out to dinner. My joint goes to the bathroom, and then shorty come over from the bar at the table and got some shit to say. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and I'm not gonna get into the bag of it because I'm not into making my women, black women, look bad, but it didn't make her look good. You know what I'm saying? And it confused me. It confused me when I saw this question circulating on Twitter. I was like, why is it that black men can't love white women publicly? I feel like you should be able to love who you love, right? Right? Okay. And that's why I kind of said what I said to you, Rubes, because respectfully, it's not a Prince card because what you're saying is right, but also that's what the politically correct answer would be. Oh no, you could love who you want to love. But it's one thing when you say it, when you write it on paper, it look good, but when you actually see it in action, outside and about, you know what I'm talking about? And you probably trying to find a good black man to be with. You're of a certain age or you're not of a certain age, and you just have certain belief system within your family, and then you get outside and then you see all the men that you would be liking, all the men that you would want to be with outside with Karen. The fuck? You know what I mean? So I kind of find it hard to believe on paper, yeah, it's the politically correct answer, right? Yeah, we should be able to love who we want to love. But actually seeing it in application, I think more black women will have an issue with a black man loving on a white woman more than they're leading on to, respectfully. And I'm not coming for anybody or any of you beautiful queens in here. All I'm saying is I think on paper is one thing, actually seeing it in action is a whole nother situation. Tap in with me, Clubhouse, Instagram, if you want to be brought up, hit the button or hit the question mark and ask your question and I'll read it. Respectfully, put some respect on my shit, the fuck. The holy fuck. All right, we gonna come right back to tap in with me, Raven.
All right, so I think bro, I definitely agree with you. I think that most times we do look at, a black man with a white woman, and it may be like an unconscious thought that we do have some type of ill feeling. I think that most times, I personally, I also agree, love who you want to love. Who am I to judge you for who you want to love, whatever. But I think there's an unconscious bias, in our head, as far as seeing a black man with a white woman. You may have those questions in your head, like, well, why did he choose her, right? What happened? What's the reason?
Here we go.
A black woman, and it's something that and I'm not speaking, obviously I'm speaking in general, but it's something that we just unconsciously think about, I think, and it goes back to the history of, the white race has taken literally everything from us. And now, because it's culturally accepted, now they're taking our black men from us too. They already
Get into that bag. Get into that bag, Raven. You came back shooting from beyond the arc. Go ahead, Queen. I'm rolling.
But so I think that's it. I think it's just an unconscious thing that, of course we're not hating and we don't speak it out loud, but in the back of our minds, we're always asking those questions. Why a white woman and why not us?
Well said, Queen. Well said, Queen. Well said, Queen. I see, right? Tap in with me, collectors. Shout out to you, bro.
What's up? Peace to the room.
Make sure you tap in, man. The collectors, man. The_collectors_man. Patrick, you see me. You see the vibes, man.
Yes,
tap
that's
in
what
with
motivate. You see us all day. That's what I'm talking about. I just pulled up to, bear with you, but it's deeper than rap. Like, when the question is, why can't a black man love a white woman in public, right? I'm going to answer this question in 3 parts. First part is, because there's a million black women out here that need to be loved. We need to stop ignoring home and take care of home first. I'm not saying nothing about no other nationality, but if we have all our women out here, and I don't care about the numbers, I don't care about the statistics, I don't care what nobody say, I don't care what's put on TV. That shit is pushed by the media. You know what I'm saying? Every nationality has issues just like we have issues. They're just not exploited. You know what I'm saying? Then it goes back to the same thing what Shorty was saying with history. Because me, that's how I'm gonna look at it. So, it's like it's a historical fact that two grandfathers back ain't jacking you, daddy, and they ain't gonna jack your grandkids, and it ain't putting. Go ahead, I don't want to cut you off.
So let me ask you this question though, right? So to your point, right? I think the reason why, right, and I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. The reason why a lot of the trials and tribulations that black men have with black women is because black women understand what black men had to go through, right? And I think because when something becomes so normal to you, you almost trivialize the actual problems that you go through. With a white woman, hold on. With white women, they only hear by way of it by third party. They don't actually know it. So they keep the trials and tribulations that black men go through in the forefront of their head. And it's almost like, damn, oh my God, a true story, right? My man, when, what was it? What was it? It was, George Floyd. When George Floyd, when that cop got convicted, you know what I mean? My man girl, she started crying and she started becoming hysterical. And he like, the fuck is you crying for? You not even black. You know what I'm talking about? And it was one of those things where we all laughed about it. But the truth of the matter was she was very empathetic to the plight of, yo, that cop put his knee on that black man's neck. And she almost felt bad because it's almost like, damn. You know what I mean? And she not black. So I think a lot of black women might not have cried and become to express that level of emotion just because we're so used to it. You know what I mean? We become desensitized to the plight of the black culture. But tap in with me, King.
And right, and there's nothing wrong with what she did, you know what I'm saying? Because that's human. So there's nothing wrong with what she did. But like you said, we are now... And to go back to what you said also, you got some who could understand what brothers go through. Because I done dealt with females that don't know shit about street niggas. There's a difference between the nigga that's outside and the nigga that's in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I say some shit, my female will know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say the shit in regular protocol. Average person won't know what I'm talking about.
That's right.
So that race it ain't about the race. It's about the bigger picture, way. Man, you know, this ain't the you know, the space to really go. It's bigger than just dating and having kids and living a happy life.
Let me ask you something.
Once we step outside of us, we losing. We need to stay home right now.
Let me ask you something, right? Do you think white women are more socially healthy than black women? And the reason wait, understand why I asked that. Hold on, understand why I asked that. Because in the black community, we shun away from therapy, right? And the white community, they more so, I'm not keeping it to myself, I'm talking to somebody. So because when you're in a healthy state, when you're in that when you're eating right, things internally tend to be more healthy with you, right? And when you're eating wrong, things tend to pile up, and then you got these real issues that happen in a relationship. If you understand the analogy.
I could dig it, but I would have to disagree with you on that, only because it's like this, boom. Just like me. I done dealt with a white woman before.
Yeah.
You know what I was amazed about? Something
that?
I never had before.
That what?
So the real thing with them is they're amazed at brothers. So they're gonna always show up, show up. And even if a nigga slipping or they're gonna show up. The average one. You know why? Because they want us. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you want your sister like that, you gonna move properly. So if you gotta clean up, you gotta clean up. Because, like I said, it's deeper than just that. It's everybody, you love who you love. Now I'm not gonna lie, if my shorty was right with her track record, I would be sitting here trying to understand, like, God damn, like I can't leave her because her track record speaks. So when people say that you love who you love, that is true and all too. But once you understand yourself, which I mean is knowledge yourself, we're talking about as a human being, you will understand that it's not just marriage, it's not just having kids. You adding on to your nationality. So if 100 years later your shit is gone, that's because you was across the street fucking with them and you wasn't over here fucking with yours.
Let me get it from the room. Hold on, let me get it from the room. Shell, tap in with me, Queen, like, because I feel like there's a lot of men speaking, and I'm here for the men dialogue. I'm here for it, right? But again, going back to what I originally stated, I feel like a lot of times I see it from women that have a problem. I'm not going to speak for all men. And I'm not going to speak for all women. But I see it from women a lot of times that have a problem with a black man loving on a white woman publicly, right? How do you feel about it in reverse?
A black woman loving a white man?
Yeah.
I mean, like we said, love is love. If she chooses to love a white man, who knows the reason why? Whether if it's, of course, people would say, like, love your own race because how the collectors and how DWI, like, black women, sometimes we're not loved enough, but at the same time, sometimes black women go through a lot of things. Like, think about it. Now in society, black women, our mental health is not taken seriously.
You gotta say that again. Black women aren't loved enough. Women aren't loved enough.
But at the same time, there's always this stigma. We're loud, we like fighting, and this, that, and the third, and that's not the case. Let me be clear on something inside you saying that too. Not to take the floor from you, Queen, but our culture is our culture. We're not trying to be nobody else's culture. You know what I'm talking about? So we may be a bit more louder than the norm, and we might be a little bit more, I'm talking about opinionated than the norm. That's our culture. Our culture is our culture, and let us be free inside doing so. Continue on. But yeah, like how I said, as far, like, for example, black women, our mental health is not taken seriously. People question it. They're just like, oh, you're just complaining. It's another way of you complaining. But no, just like in our community, our mental health is compromised. So, of course, it's brought up how we were raised. That's why we don't seek help. But there's nothing wrong with that. But because of the bad stigma that there is, people don't look for help.
Why do you think that is?
Can I jump in, please?
Go for it, Les.
Yeah, but it goes even further back than that. I would like you guys to tap into a book that's called Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. It goes back to when our foremothers and forefathers, the things that they went through in the fields and slavery, we wasn't supposed to feel. If we got our ass whipped because we didn't pick enough cotton for the day, that's what it was. We wasn't supposed to feel. So here we go in the 21st century. Women are going through things in the workplace, and we have, even with relationships, as far as what you're saying about women and men, black women loving white men and black men loving white women. These things, we've been stigmatized to a point where we are not supposed to feel. So whatever society say it is, that's what it is. So when I everything that I'm saying is based on history. So when a white woman is loving a black man, some of it comes from being deprived economically, right? So they believe in their mind, because they've been trained, that the white man can take better care of you than the black man. You don't want to be poor. You don't want to continue living in poverty.
I know that's right, girl.
So this is why some black women believe that it's a better deal to go with a white man, because they won't be in a financial deficit for the rest of their life, because that's the way they were brought up.
Yeah,
Pack chin with me.
brainwash. Facts. You talking facts.
Pack chin with me. DWI, how do you feel being a black man seeing a black woman with a white man? How do you feel about that?
Oh man, sometimes I don't feel, but I do feel like I be seeing it like, wow, he got one, he got himself a sister. I almost feel like proud for him. I don't feel like it should be me, so I don't know.
Wait, why do you feel proud for him?
Nah, because I know why. I know he done got some of the chocolate. He know where he's at, where he need to be at. It actually makes me feel like because
you know black woman's worth and she deserves a certain.
Listen, but then I still look at people as human beings, so I don't get too political when it comes to dating, because you date what you want to date. They tell me I got a type because my son's mother is Asian. Some of the women I date was Latina or whatever, and I'm like, yo, it just so happened that that's who I attracted to at the time. I dated way more black women.
D. I was having a conversation with my queen, right? And I think it's about where you're raised at, right? Like people always say your type, your preference, whatever it is, so forth and so on, right? Because I was born in the Bronx, New York, and I was raised in Harlem, New York. You particularly, you know what I'm talking about, like predominantly you're around black women and Latino women. You know what I mean? So typically what you're gonna date. If you had to be a guessing woman, Ruby, what do you think I would date? I'm just saying, like, tap in with me. I was born in the Bronx. I was raised in Harlem. What do you think I would date?
Latino.
A Latino, right? A Latina or a black woman. Right. You know what I'm talking about? So, in the same thing, like if you was raised around West Indian people, or if you was raised around, if you was the only, how many times you used to watch the show on TV and it's the one black person, one black man or black woman in school, Lisa Turtle, or what's that all-American show with the black dude that goes to the white school? What you think he gonna date? What you think she gonna date? If that's all that's predominantly around them. So sometimes it's not even a matter of, hey, I'm choosing this because this is what I prefer. You're choosing that because that's all you've been accepted.
And too, bro, let me just add to that. And it's not always a option like, oh, I picked her over the black woman. It don't work like that. Like, it's like you date who you become attracted to. Like, I mean, you could be selective. Some people just say, I would never date a white man, or I would never date a white woman. I don't have that preference like that. Right. I'm open policy to anybody that's a good person. So I can't really side with that. But we got some people in the building. We got Amy. Amy's happens to be white, and we got Tish.
Amy.
And Kev Pryor just came in.
Oh, shout out to Kev Pryor. Shout out to Tish. I see them tapping in on Clubhouse. I'm gonna get it from everyone in the room. All right, so Amy, right? Just to reset the room a bit, we're talking about why black men can't love white women publicly. You know what I'm talking about? And we got topics to talk about, but this seemed to be one that's catching a lot of steam, so we're going to stay on it. You know what I mean? Respectfully, we'll get to the rest if we get to the rest. If we don't, we'll do it next podcast. The fuck? You know what I mean? So respectfully, we're talking about why black men can't love white women publicly. If you got something to tap in about on Clubhouse, tap in. You want to be brought up on Instagram, tap in. Make sure you follow me, IM_Broadway, shameless plug, and Live on Broadway podcast on YouTube. We also streaming live on YouTube right now. So just tap in with me. Let me see. Let me get it from somebody new.
Amy is back now.
Amy, how you doing, Amy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well.
We got you next.
Salutations. So, again, we're having a conversation, and if you can lend honest ear and eye to the topic, why black men can't love white women publicly. My question to you is, have you ever dated a black man?
Yes.
Okay. What has been the kickback from you dating a black man, if any?
I don't really think there's been any kickback with the people that I hang around with. I I don't think that everyone approves of it, and I think that possibly, I'm trying to use my words wisely because I don't want to sound ignorant because I am
Nah,
not, and I
go for it.
realize.
We understand your intentions are well. Go for it, Queen. This ain't that room, this ain't that pie. Go for it. And we're gonna respectfully understand exactly what you're saying.
And from Clubhouse, I never realized how much there are some Black people, especially Black women, that really, really, really don't like it.
And I said that. I said that a moment ago. On paper, they'll say the politically correct thing, which is I'm okay with it. And some really are. You know what I mean? But respectfully, there's some that are not okay with seeing it in application.
Correct. And I think that might be why, to try to, even if people aren't doing it on purpose, like to try to keep the peace.
Yeah.
That's, to me, that would be a major reason. Or there's always, and I've just noticed this in Clubhouse, and that's why I don't speak in many rooms, because I don't think that my opinion is really wanted in some of the rooms that I'm in, and that's fine.
No. I'm not gonna let you do that. It's not that your opinion isn't wanted. It's that a lot of times people don't want to deal with the other side. You know what I mean?
It's the reality.
The reality of it. There you go,
Right.
Les.
Because I really think if, like,
Keep
who
that
cares?
same energy.
I'm not saying that I don't see color, because that's a silly thing to say. But I don't understand, if someone treats you well, or someone treats someone who you love well, who cares if they're white or purple, or, do you know what I mean? Like, who cares?
I know
If
that's
they're
right,
treating the
bro.
person well, what does it matter?
I'm rolling
And
with
maybe
you.
that's just a very, like, childlike way to look at it, but I just don't understand why it matters.
I'm rolling. I wanna patch in with Kev. Kev, what do you think about it? And then I wanna go to Tish and see, Tish, how do you feel about what Amy just said? But give it to me first, Kev Pryor.
Well, first and foremost, thanks for the time on Broadway. Always a pleasure on a Monday night.
Yes, sir.
I think again, this topic has a lot of taboo to it. Now, on the surface, love is love, right? It should be a situation where you meet somebody and that person does for you, and you get the pitter patter and what have you, and that person
Not what I heard.
I don't know if love is love, Kev.
Well, that's the way it should be. Now,
Yes,
that's
sir.
not the reality of it.
Yes,
The
sir.
reality is that a lot of black women look at it as black men who quote unquote make it. Like, you look at pro sports, right? Most black men are married to white women. In the black community, those men are looked upon as people who have made it financially, who are on another echelon. So a lot of it has to do with economic.
Yeah.
Now, I know, like, when I was in college, and I've worked with a lot of athletes in the past in different forms of marketing, the perception is that the black women will take their money. That's not the reality, because the reality is that most of the white women who are go to the big schools or know the athletes, they know how to play the game differently.
Right,
Whereas they all want the money, white, black, green, or purple. But the reality is that the black athlete or the black professional, the Wall Street guy, the hedge fund guy, the politician, the perception is that the black girl can't give him what the white girl can. And it goes back to slavery, because it really comes back down to that taboo where you got the big black stud who, going to lay it down where the white man can't. And, it all comes back to that. And it's almost like the forbidden fruit where black men desire white women because of status. Now, again, it's wrong to manipulate a situation based off what you think it can do for you.
Yeah,
now, if you love somebody, you love somebody. The heart doesn't lie. My only issue is that when people go outside of their race just because they feel it makes them better or it's a status symbol, I can care less who you
Now
fall
you
for.
talking.
but
Now
you do it for the right
talking.
reasons. Do it for the right reasons.
So what Kev Pryor is pretty much saying, what he said, the latter part of what he said is what he was saying. Like date the right person for the right reason and not for the wrong ones. You know what I'm talking about? I celebrate that. I'm rolling with that. I'm rolling with that. Tish, tap in with me, Queen. And I'm coming to you next, Ruth.
Okay, so I think it's a little bit more complicated than what you guys are projecting, but
no, go for it. Let us know your truth, Queen.
So this is how I see it. I'm from a small town, and
where
my
you
town
from,
was
Queen?
like, I'm from Indiana. So most of
Shout out Indiana.
it's basically like 90% white. Now, one time in growing up, did I ever fantasize or want to be with a white person? Not ever. Okay, and I can't even consider myself even pro-black then. You know what I mean? I just never had a desire, right? So I don't even, the whole idea of who you're around, I don't know if I absolutely agree with that, because I did have a homegirl who just loved white boys. And the reason why she loved white boys because she said black boys was ghetto. So that was her whole concept of why she liked the white guys. And my niece is 19. And last year she told me she started dating black guys, but she was not dating black guys because she thought they were ghetto. So she was only dating white guys.
Now, just for understanding purposes, are the family that you're and your friend that you're speaking of, are they from Indiana as well?
Yes, they live in Indiana currently.
Okay.
So, but I don't live in Indiana currently. But what I'll say to that is, it's two different things. For the most part, I think just like anything, and I heard a black guy told me one time is that black men date white women is because it's a trophy to say, oh, I was able to get that, right?
Yeah.
Just like on the flip side of that, I think.
Yo, hit the effect for that one, yo. Who said that? I'm sorry, Tish. Go ahead.
A guy I knew said that. It's almost like a trophy. You know what I mean? You able to say that I was able to pull that. And I've heard it from several guys in different ways of how they worded it, but it was almost that. Just like, I don't know this to be true, but just from my perspective, from a black woman, I see that white women, or I'll just use everybody else besides black women, they just want, it's almost like the same thing. Like everybody want a black man to see what all the talk is really real about. And, for a sexual purpose, right? To say I had sex with a black guy, right? But this is my problem when black men date white women. It's almost as if whenever they date them, that they always have to prove that the reason why they're dating the white woman or married to her because whatever, right? And sometimes they even talk badly about black women, and it gives the actual woman the just to even think that she can say whatever to black women just because she's dating a black man. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. That's what Shelly just said.
And that's not gonna work for me ever. Ever.
Right.
And I just think that that's the reason why some black women have a problem, because sometimes white women use that excuse. And I know specifically in Clubhouse that I met a woman who was saying that, black people have all these issues and stuff. And she said, I know because I have mixed kids. But she was white, and she was saying all these different things about black people. And I'm like, girl, just because you have some mixed kids, that doesn't mean you can say whatever you want to in company of black folks. But that's what she was saying, because
you see, to that point, Queen, right? I think black folk, black women, black men, we walk around automatically with a certain chip on our shoulder, right? And it's not to say that anyone in particular provoked it, but more so to say that our day-to-day, our trials and tribulations are different from those of our white counterparts or Asian counterparts or so forth and so on, but keeping it on what it's on, than our white counterparts. Our experiences, our day-to-days is just different. You know what I mean? We see things different. When we wake up, we go outside, we see things different from by way of our experiences. And I think that's where the road that you're going down, correct?
Right, yes.
Yeah. All right. Look, let me tap in and get it from Ebony. I see Ebony just tapped in. I'm coming to you. Hold on 1 second. Before I come to you, Ebony, let me get it from Shelly. Then I'm coming to the collectors, and then I'm coming back to you, Ebony. Tap in with me.
That's when I have to piggyback on what she just said. And I would say for myself, PSA, if you are a black man dating a white woman and you allow her to trash other black women, I'm not gonna allow that. It doesn't rock with me. That's
Keep
one
that
thing
same
that I would
energy.
be like, okay, you can have your interracial couple.
Yeah.
But don't allow her to bash black women because she does not live our lives.
Hey, she said it.
Anybody
beg to differ?
Can I ask a question? No. Not even to beg to differ, but so when it comes to people, when we say bashing, like we know about racial bashing, and we talk about people just arguing with each other and having a disagreement. Is it okay for black people to argue with each other the same way, or if a white person decided to have a point of view about something to argue?
Keep that same energy.
I feel like in Amy's defense, is like she feels like she can't say certain things in certain rooms when it be a general conversation.
Right.
And she's a human being. She should be able to speak from a perspective of a woman and not feel like that because she's white that she can't. She could have kids and get married and get divorced. She can do everything like everybody else does. But we seem to put what happened in our past only on the other race. But our own people could be stupid and disrespectful, and we're okay with that. I'm not okay with that.
But we're not talking about the same thing, though. We're
But
talking
hold on.
about the
I
disrespect.
think he was asking Shelly a question. Shelly, how do you respond to that, Queen?
For me, I agree. It's like we shouldn't be bashing on each other, even within our own race, because that's when it becomes problematic. That's when we sit there stuck on stupid, and it's like, oh, but you spoke about this other black woman. Unless you know her background story and her history and the type of person that she is.
You don't know her. You don't know her life.
Yo,
exactly. But
I gotta. Shelly,
hold
I
on. Hold on. Let Shelly finish responding to
But
you.
no, I agree. Like, as far as a white woman being able to speak as a woman, yeah, she should be allowed no matter what. But if you're going to say something disrespectful, you're going to get shut down. That's the only thing.
So I seen something in the store the other day, and this is what made me think about this conversation. I was in Walmart. I seen a girl, not even Walmart, Walgreens. Let's take it more hood, because there's no Walmarts in New York. But I seen the girl argue. She started the argument. Boom. So I'm standing there watching it. They in the pharmacy aisle. So the older white lady, something must have happened, and she must have cut the girl off or something. But she's definitely in her 70s, 80s. She ain't want no smoke. And why the girl went extra hood on her, blah, 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 fuck out of here. And that was all cool, because whatever point she was trying to make, but then she ended it with fucking white girl, white bitch or whatever. I'm like, why you have to add the white shit? That had nothing to do with nothing. It had nothing to do with nothing. It was a basic.
But again, D, y'all know my energy on this, man. Like double standards, man. Yeah, we know these double standards, man, and it's not right. But you got to understand what the double standards are. And in that situation, what that double standard I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying socially, people would be less outraged if a black person said that about a white woman. But if a white woman said that about a black woman, it'd be mass hysteria. I'm talking about? So I think, was it Tish that was trying to tap Pat Chin? Was that you, Tish?
Yeah, but I mean, I see what he's saying, but are you saying basically that we shouldn't say anything to black men if they have white women, and if they have anything that we would say that is disrespectful, that we shouldn't say anything? Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is, I think that people, like if I'm dating a white girl and she gets into a disagreement with my sister, and there are two women having a natural disagreement, like it's not me allowing her to say nothing disrespectful. Now, if she goes out her way and calls her a racial slur, then that's something different. But just a regular argument is not somebody coming for you, because that's what I'm saying. Black people do it to each other all the time, and white people do it to each other all the time. So it's a human thing more than a race thing, but then that's the next level. So it can't be no disagreements if you date a white or white woman or a white man, because it's like you can't say nothing to me because I've been through all of this, my culture, I've been through all this, so you can't even argue with me because it ain't gonna end good for you. And that's not, it's not. I don't think that's right though.
No. It's definitely not right. Hold on, Raven. I want to get it from Ebony. I want to get it from Ebony. Then I'm gonna come up to you, Raven, and finish it up before we go on to the next topic, Queen. Go ahead, Ebony.
Hey everybody. I just wanted to say that for the question of the room, I feel that black men can love white women publicly. I mean, it's your prerogative, it's your preference. I don't think anything is wrong with someone having a preference. Um, I agree with Kevin when he was saying that it's basically what their preference is rooted in. So if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, but even with that, it's like I'm not really worried about your reasons. I'm over here living my life. Like I really don't give a fuck who you choose to date because if honestly, if a man has a preference for a white woman, I'm not gonna be your preference. The same as if you have a preference for a 120-pound woman, I'm not gonna be your preference. I'm not for everybody. You're not for everybody. It shouldn't bother you. That's how I feel.
Hey, Ebony, I believe in loving big women, small women. You know what I'm talking about? All the same, goddamn it. You know what I'm talking about? Like you can't be out here. But listen, I'm about to get into another bag. Give it to me, Raven. Pause.
So I just wanted to say that Amy, she left the room, but okay, whatever, that's fine. But I think it's more of an understanding because a lot of people will say, oh, you can love who you are and whoever you love, it's fine and dandy and all that, and it's true. Loving whoever you want to love, we have free will, we can do that. But understanding the root of the problem and understanding a black woman's pain and why, if so, she does feel some type of way because she has the right to have that chip on her shoulder because of the culture. And I'm a product of a multiracial family. So my mom is white and my dad is black. So for a while, I would sit there and say, oh, it doesn't matter. You love who you love. And it wasn't until I tapped into my culture and understood the root of the issue and why the pain that the black woman went through for so many years. And it wasn't even that long ago that that this all happened. So I think that there's just it's a deep rooted issue, and where black women, it's okay to have a chip and feel some type of way. No, should you sit there and be disrespectful to a person? No, but to have that pain within your heart, it's okay to have that, and maybe you should explore it a little bit, understand why that pain is there. And if you're a white woman and you get confronted by a black woman, take the chance to understand why her pain is that way. Have the empathy because she's a product of this black man and a black woman. You know what I mean? So you need to be culturally in tune. If you're going to date a black man, then understand the black woman because his mom is a black woman at the end of the day.
I know that's right, girl.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. We're gonna wrap up with you, Les. Go ahead, Les.
Nah, I was agreeing with Raven because I fortunately was able to meet my great grandparents from both sides, and they both migrated from the South, and they both were products of slavery. So it stems from a lot of that, of what they learned and what they experienced as black women. And they migrated from the South to New York, and they went through a lot living here. Even though one of my great grandmothers was married to my great grandfather, my other great grandmother was a single mom. So she had to do a lot of things by herself, and she was domesticated, and she went through a lot of prejudice, and it just was a lot of things. And one of my aunts was trying to date a black man, and she wasn't allowed. My great grandmother, from what I learned, told my great aunt, they don't accept us, and we can't accept them. So that's how it went back then.
Wow. Look, guys.
Broadway.
Hold on, guys. I know you want to tap in, patch in on this topic. We've been on it for a while. You know what I'm talking about? Listen, man, I think we did some unpacking. I think everybody tapped in. So round of applause for everybody tapping in on that topic, man. And I appreciate everybody pulling up and the support. Like, that's heavy. You know what I'm talking about? I got another topic I want to jump into. So can we do that? Can we jump into another topic?
I know y'all love Live on Broadway podcasts, but stay tuned, sis. We about to get into the next segment. How he say that shit?
Clear. You know the vibes, Live on Broadway podcast. We jumping right back into our duffel bag. You know the vibes of what we came to do. Can I get a boo? Yeah. God damn it. Yeah, you know, because the energy was right. I came in with the. Sometimes you got to get a call and response to make sure the energy right. But when they come in with the energy looking real nice, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't no need because the protocol's already established. Now listen, man. I know y'all had a lot of talk, a lot of insult. I mean, a lot of commentary on that last topic. But now here we are. Last topic, Live on Broadway podcast, and I know y'all all can relate. Somewhere, somehow, at some point or another in your life, you right there with the sewing, with the bonnet, yeah, you right there. You been here before, sis. You know what I'm talking about? Homie, with your do-rag, take it off. Your shit too tight. You know what I'm talking about? You got that line right here. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Collectors. Shout out to DWI. Shout out to Kev Ye. Shout out to Kev Ye. Shout out to Kev Pryor. Shout out to Les. I see Raven in here. You know what I'm talking about? We got Tish. We got Ebony, TJ, Gigi. I see you. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out, and shout out. Shout out to Collector. Shout out to everybody that's pipe tapping in. Shout out to Pink Sapphire. You know the vibe. We about to talk about some talk. So can I kick it? Nigga, the fuck?
Yes, you can.
Right. Thank you. Can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
Can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
Well, I'm gone.
I'm sorry. I didn't have my mic.
Y'all gotta know, man. Listen, Kev, man.
I was paying attention to IG.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, they tapping in, man. They piping. I see the comments going crazy. If y'all want me to read your comment, just put it in hit the question mark and I'll read your comments on Instagram. If you just want to have a conversation with the rest of the Giants and in the feed, just continue to have that. We're going to talk about some things though. Live on Broadway podcast. Ruby.
Yes, Broadway.
How soon is it? How soon is it to ask the question? How soon is it when you're dating someone to ask the question, what are we?
Oh, man. How soon is too soon?
How soon is too soon to ask the question, what are we? What are we doing? What's your intention? What's your vibe? What do we, because are you dating somebody right now?
Am I dating somebody? I'm not dating with nobody. I'm just sleeping with a couple of people.
Up. Yeah, say that. Yeah.
I'm just sleeping with a couple of people. I ain't dating these niggas. She keeping this.
She not dating nobody.
Ain't nobody getting no fucking title.
Let's go! She's straight to it.
Right. Listen. How soon is too soon?
How soon is too soon, Queen?
I mean, I guess it depends on, where you at in your life. Some people just be dealing with people just to deal with people.
You cringe card ass nigga.
Some people deal with people just to deal with people. Some people deal with people just to occupy their time. So, it just depends on what you're looking for. I'm not looking for nothing. So I ain't gonna ask you this week, 5 weeks, 6 months, where we going, because I'm 3F ruling you, so I don't give a fuck.
Y'all know what we doing. 3F rules stand for what?
Fuck me, flush the condom, fuck out of my face. I guess it just depends on where you're at in life.
Say that.
A few weeks is probably too early. Probably 6 months.
6 months? 6 months is too soon?
6 months is...
Or 6 months is the right amount of time?
I'm trying to count. I don't love these niggas, so I'm not going to ask these niggas nothing. I don't ask what we doing. I
Fifth
don't
11.
I don't, because if we really doing something, then I really don't have to ask nothing. If we really doing this shit, if we really communicating and conversing and all that, I don't have to ask where the fuck we standing at, because I can see it. So maybe 3 months, 4 months. I don't know. Don't ask me shit.
You think 3 months or 4 months
I'm gonna
is
be
too
honest
soon?
with you. I'm gonna be like,
She said it don't matter.
Yeah. I'd say a few months, depending on. I don't know.
Look, the Pink Sapphire. Shout out to the Pink Sapphire. Now I'm talking about round of applause for Queen.
Hey, Pink Sapphire.
Pink Sapphire said she tapped in on the gram. She said, I think if we establish. She said, I think if you establish what you're looking for, then the intentions are already set.
Facts.
Right.
You know what I mean? Collectors, tap in with me. I'm coming to you. Tap in with me, collectors. How soon is too soon to ask? What we doing when you know what I'm talking about? When you're in a relationship, King?
Right after y'all just did it for the first time. That's definitely the wrong time to ask.
Keep that same energy.
You're not gonna get a clear. Nobody's head is clear right there, especially if it's a good sex. That's not the right time to ask. Don't ask me no shit like that after my man might have pulled up and, yo, what you doing? Oh, I'm about to go get wifey. We out of here for the weekend. I kind of jack with somebody was saying earlier about it. Oh, I think Pink said it. You know what direction you're going in, but at the same time, if I'm not practicing the shit that ain't going nowhere. So you know, if you gotta ask some shit, you might not want that answer. You shouldn't have to ask some shit. You know what I mean? You're like, all right, I hop in the whip. You should know where the car's going.
Right.
You shouldn't just jump in niggas' car.
Look, I'm just D. Marie. I'm just D. Marie. She said body language and energy should tell you where we are, where we at. But
Absolutely.
if you ask me after 2 dates, what are we doing? I'm blocking your ass.
That's a fact.
Now you're trying to move it. Now
you moving quick.
You doing too much too soon. Like, I think this conversation is important, especially for women. You know what I mean? You got a lot of dudes. You got a lot of dudes that this is important for too, but more often than not, women don't know when to ask, yo, what are we doing? You know what I'm talking about? And I personally think the answer's in the question. If you got an answer, you know what I said on Cincoo.
You ever had the question, nigga? That's the answer.
Yeah, if you ever got a
question,
you gotta ask. You know the vibe. If the answer's in the question, if you gotta ask that question, then perhaps you already know the answer, but you're just afraid of it. Now
You gotta wait till I cheat on you to ask me that.
What happened?
You gotta wait till I cheat on you to ask me that.
Yo,
don't good. Like, you gotta wait till I do
cheating.
some fucked up shit so I can see if you really like me. Like, after I do some fucked up shit, then I'm gonna know if you really like me. Like, that's what I base females on. Real talk.
Wait.
Real talk.
Let
How
me get.
far are you thugging it out?
Let me get a little spicy. Hold on, babe. How long is too long to ask? What are we doing? Did you have to what's your energy on that? Have you? Like, how long did you have to, what was your, when we was coming up, how did you feel, you know what I'm talking about? What was your energy on that? Go ahead, babe.
I feel like truth is in the actions, so your actions show that you were interested, you were courting me, we were courting each other, so there was really no need for me to be like a lap dog or trying to beg to see where it's going. You hit me with the good morning, the good nights, the good afternoons, and, the conversation, there's no lack of anything, so I didn't need to wonder what we doing or what we are. You made your intentions very clear without saying your intentions up front.
Ruby's having a moment.
All right, listen, just to be honest, babe, you try and get something tonight.
Definitely.
That's right, girl. Lay that shit on like the DJ.
Bout, chicka,
She trying to get something tonight. She trying to play up to my ear. No, I'm just bullshitting. But no, I think that's very important what she said. When you know what I mean? You ain't got a woman should know what a dude is doing how he's moving, if he's fucking with you or not, on that level. You know what I mean? And sis, if he's not fucking with you on that level, that's cool too. But let me get it from Leslie. I need you to come in front of the congregation.
I'm done.
I'm here.
He
and
said,
I'm coming to you, Raven, after.
He said, you've been summoned.
How long is too right? How long is too long? You know what I mean? At what point of dating somebody should you be asking, what are we doing?
I kind of agree with the ladies when you rocking out with somebody you kind of know because of actions, but I would say too early is 3 months.
Okay, I'm rolling too early.
Especially if you putting your expectations out, you both are putting expectations out.
It depends.
Hey, I'm not upset with that. I'm not hitting a round of applause for that.
Right, you don't know I'm after 3 months because my kids tricked me after 3 months.
I'm rolling. Raven, tap in with me, Queen. Patch in.
All right, so this is a very person-centered question, obviously because everybody's opinions are different, but
perspectives will be respected.
Right, and in my opinion, hello? Sorry, I had a phone call. So in my
tell Dennis get off the other line.
Yeah, that's exactly who was calling because I'm about to go in.
Tell Dennis Dennis is her man for you new listeners. Dennis, get off her line, nigga. We outside. Sola fuela. The fuck?
Right. So listen. So at 27 years old, I'll be 28. It's kind of really hard to feel people out because they're the guys my age are definitely in a space which they should be. So if this relationship with me and Dennis don't work out and I start dating again, which I probably won't because I love my man, but whatever. If it came down to it, I'm acting at the first date, because I date at this point in my life. I'm dating for a purpose. So if I'm dating you, I'm not talking about a casual fuck.
Keep that same energy.
I'm asking you from the beginning, what are your intentions? Because if you're not dating for the same purpose I'm dating, I'm not fucking with you. If you want to fuck, that's fine. But all that other shit, I'm not giving you my energy.
All right, but hold on. Wait. So I'm rolling with that, Raven, right? But women got to stop. This is what women you guys have to stop this, right? Women have to stop saying what she just stated, right? If you want to just fuck, just say you want to fuck. Listen. That's cap.
No, that's not what I said, Broadway.
Oh, no. All right. Respectfully, you didn't say that.
Not them. If I wanted, if you
want to fuck, you're just gonna say that. Okay.
Because we're gonna state our intentions.
Respectfully, I'm coming to the gram right now. But that threw me down a rabbit hole of thinking when women say, if you just want to fuck, just say you want to fuck. More often than not, niggas know if he say, yo, I just want to fuck, he ain't fucking. So women, stop thinking that just because a nigga say I want to fuck, you know what I mean? No, he not fuck. You're not gonna let him knock your hoe loose. The fuck, it's not gonna happen. But hold on, let me get it from Instagram. Hold on. Tap in with me, King. What's your Instagram name and where you checking in from? Let me get it from Instagram.
What's up, bro? This is Jake from J. Cole out here in Dallas, Texas.
Hey.
They over here like Jake
from State Farm?
They said Jake from State Farm. Hell no.
Come and show me, Daddy.
Keep that same energy.
No, but no, man. I guess you want me to talk. Yeah, for sure. I mean, is how. I guess the question is how soon is too soon.
How soon is too soon?
How soon is too soon? I mean, I've been in situations and dates where women would ask you the day of. I've been in situations where some women, three, like you say, 2 weeks, can be a month. It just kind of depends on the female, you know what I mean?
So what's the earliest time a woman ever tapped in with you and said, yo, Jay, what's up, man? What we doing? What was the earliest time?
I would say the earliest would probably be, I think I had a chick ask me the first date before. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Wait. That chick that you're referring to, Did you knock her whole loose on the first date?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So she was just that into you, or what was it that you think that led her to ask that question so soon, so prematurely?
I mean, maybe it's different. You know, some chicks these days, they don't have time to play. They don't have time to waste. You know, they've been there, done that. So they just want to get it. Like, why you want to spend more time with Jay, 2 more weeks with me, when you can be fooling with Mike or somewhere? They'll stop it right then and there. You know what I mean? We don't need to go to that time.
But you don't feel like that was too soon?
Yeah. And deep down, I feel like, damn, this motherfucker asked me this on the first
date, definitely.
What the fuck? You know what I mean? So yeah, it deep down, but at a point, you know, as a human being and as an adult, hell, I don't want to play no games. I want to see where you at too. But yeah, like a day, you know, we kicking it, whatever. You know,
so wait, Jay, my fault, King, right? So where you patching it from right now?
I'm in Dallas. Oak Cliff, man.
Okay. So my sister Ruby's over here salivating. She got Drew. Since you came on here with the baritone voice,
Jay,
you know what I mean? The late night.
Hell
This
no.
is not late night with Lenny Green. Late night with Jay. You know what I mean? She over here salivating. Go ahead, Ruby. Go ahead.
Jay,
Ask your question, Ruby.
Hey, Jay.
All right.
What
What's
are
up?
we? What are we?
What are we? I don't know. You tell me. Where are we?
Where we going from here?
Where we going? I mean, where you?
Ruby shooting her
She went
shot.
to the first date. I'm shooting my shot right now. Over the phone. I beat your girl to it. What we doing? What are we, Jay? Huh? Are you with some
I can't even hear him.
3F rule?
Oh, wait. He can't hear you. Say it again, Queen. Say it again. Say it again.
She said, "Let me clear my throat."
I'm
Say it again,
asking,
Queen.
what are we? Because I just beat your ex to it. She asked you on the first date, but I'm shooting my shot on the first Clubhouse. So I technically won. So what are we? Because I can come to Texas.
Same energy.
Shit.
Oh, he's scared.
I mean,
You might have to
maybe
fly to
like-
Dallas.
You said what? You nervous? Cat got your tongue?
No, I just saw a big ass spider come down here. So I had to get
Oh,
up
Big
and
Daddy,
move
you
around.
scared of spiders now?
She
Nah,
gonna
I
kill
ain't
him
scared
for
of
you.
spiders.
I got you. I
No,
wear
it's a
size 10.
tarantula.
I
Actually,
stomped the
you want me?
shit out
Do you want me to show you?
Yeah, I like. You gonna show me? They got all 8 legs. It's furry. Is it hairy? Is it colorful
That shit
spider?
right there?
Is it a black
Hey,
widow?
He's showing you the paw.
Look at that tarantula right there. Right there.
Spider.
Go next to it. Your scary self.
Hell no.
He said, "Hell nah."
Right there.
He said, "Stay the fuck over there."
You can't be fucking with me if you scared
You
of
see?
spiders, Big Daddy. I'm over here with rats and all this other stuff. And you scared of spiders? How you gonna protect me? Oh my God.
Hey, man, ain't there no
She said the
spider
rats
jump
and the
on me?
roaches.
I ain't finna have no spiders. First of all, spiders eat roaches. Spiders are your best friends, all right? Get with spiders.
No, real talk. I had to get away from that. But no, I mean, I guess you're asking like we go on a date, whatever, and you know, I guess spending money, whatever. You trying to ask where are we? Shit, I don't know. Where are we? You know, what do you want out of life? You know what I mean? I don't know how old you are. I don't know your situation is, children and all this
look,
other
Jay,
stuff.
respectfully, this is what we're gonna do, right? Her name is His Mrs. Your Wishes on Instagram. You go ahead, put something in the comments so he know where to patch in that, goddamn it, because we ain't gonna play.
And I'm gonna come kill that spider for you. I'm gonna come play exterminator.
Oh, kill it.
I'm gonna wear my good
kill it when I
exterminator
I'm gonna kill it when I get off the phone.
I'm gonna wear my good exterminator outfit and my extermination wig. I got you, Big Daddy.
He said, "I'm trying to run."
Exterminex?
Exterminex.
All right.
So that ain't no spot. You see that bitch? That bitch.
So look,
yeah.
let me get it.
Hey, I'm gonna hold on. Let me get my cousin in here real quick.
All right, yeah, bring him up. Bring him up.
Out here.
Bring him up. We gonna wait for you. We gonna wait for you. We gonna get it
You
from
wanna do
Tish.
it, bro?
We gonna get it from Tish. We gonna come right back to you. Stay right there. Though. Bring him. Tish, tap in with me, Queen. How soon is too soon to ask what are we doing?
Hit that biz. Yeah, just stop it.
I'm sorry, Queen. Go ahead.
And I said for me, I would say between 30 and 60 days. That would be too soon.
30 and 60 days would be too soon.
Yes, between 30 to 60 days would be too soon for me.
What's the earliest you've asked a man? What are we? No, excuse me. What's the earliest a man's ever asked you? What are we doing?
I would say about 4 months.
That was
But
the
that's
earliest.
because,
And what was your response?
I'm heartless, so that I don't think you asked me that question.
Wait, Tish, what's your sign, Tish?
Aquarius.
She said, "I ain't got no heart."
I don't.
Tish, what's your height, Tish?
5'4".
5'3". 5'4". 5'4". 5'4", an Aquarius. Are you a January Aquarius or February Aquarius?
February.
Listen. And where you tapping in from again?
Texas.
Texas in the building. Shout out to Texas. All right, so look. Let me get it from the collective. King, how soon is too soon to ask? What are we doing? Wait, he already answered this, right?
Yeah,
Collective.
before we know each other.
What you
Gotta
said?
get to know each other first, bro.
We gotta get to know each
Gotta
other.
get to know each other. That takes time, man. If we I don't care how long it takes. Might take a year. You know what I'm saying? Might take 2 years. You gotta get to know a person if you're trying to be down for life.
Right at time.
Shelly.
Yes.
Shelly.
Yes.
Shelly.
Yes.
How soon is too soon to ask? What are we doing?
I feel like after 2 months, because first of all, it depends how much time are we spending together. Are you a really busy person? Do I have to kind of find my way to fit in? If that's the case, you can't ask me right away because I still need to know your body. I'm going to tell you out the gate what I want because I know what I want. And if you can't
Keep
agree
that
with
same
that,
energy.
the door's always open, boo. But like D. Marie said, it's a poom poom short in stiletto summer. So
what? It's a what?
It's a poom poom short in stiletto summer.
Period.
My birthday's this month, so
hey,
gotta be in all types of mess.
Listen. We got Jay up here. Jay, you got your cousins, Jay?
Yeah, they over there, them boys doing the streets, man. They doing their thing. But
my energy. Wait, did we get it from Raven? Who we missed?
Yeah.
We missed somebody. TJ, how soon is too soon, King?
Shit, what are we? Shit, bitch, we are farmers.
Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum.
Hey.
Yo, wait, Kev, Pryor. How soon is too soon to ask? What are we doing? Kev, tap in with me, King. You with us? I'm gonna come back to Kev Pryor. Gigi, patch in with me, Queen. How soon is too soon?
I think it is about intention because everyone is not dating for relationships. It really depends on like what you're trying to get yourself into. And at that point, once you get the intention, I want to give it about 3 months, just like you was going to get a job. Like benefits don't kick in until you really know that it's a consistent kind of thing. So I think anything before 3 months is premature.
Okay, Gigi.
I know that's right, girl.
Listen, Gigi wanna pull up with the textbook. She right though.
She said you're on probation.
Hey, probation period, right? Listen, you don't get your benefit. Your benefits don't kick in until after 90 days. Some jobs 120. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
D. Marie, we got D. Marie up here. Shout out
Kevin
to
is
D. Marie.
available.
What happened, Les?
Kev is available.
Oh, Kev, tap in with me, King. How soon is too soon to be asking, what are we doing?
Well, you know what? I know people put the 2 and 3 months, but like we talked about in previous topic, the heart wants what the heart wants.
Mm-hmm.
So you could be in a situation and you meet somebody and you guys just hit it off. You got the same. What is you talking about? Mental. You got the
Wrong
same
job.
things you guys like. Things are going smooth. That situation can be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but always be mindful that you're meeting a representative, and then how fast does it get you from the representative stage to the real stage? You know, like how fast you find out her breath stink in the morning, or she does
Not the
different
breath.
things, or she burns the toast. So again, representative and reality is important, but it doesn't always have to be 3 months. It doesn't have to be 2 months. Some relationships can be faster, some can be slower. But as long as there's progression, you know, if you ever feel like you're stale, like, and again, like somebody mentioned, you got to ask the question, and then that means it's already foul. But if it's moving in the right direction, it could be a fast pace, it could be a slow pace. There's some people who get married after several months and they marry for a lifetime, and there's people who wait that 3-4
Right,
months, and
right.
after 6 months they're
And
done
then,
with each
yeah.
other. So
Right.
it really comes down to momentum and feel.
Hey, I'm celebrating that. I'm celebrating
That's
that.
big fact.
I'm celebrating
And you know,
that.
I actually know somebody who actually he proposed on month 3, and they have been married for 9 years.
Oh shit!
So it works. I know several people
Are they
who have been
currently married?
Currently married with kids.
How old were they when they got engaged? Do you know?
We were in like our early to mid 20s.
Early to mid 20s. And that's Texas, right? They from Texas? Or no, excuse me,
This is
Indiana?
Indiana. Yeah.
Indiana. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I actually know several people like that. So, I mean, it's very common from where I'm from that people get married like that. So.
I ask that question because I often say a woman or man shouldn't marry between the age, shouldn't get married until about 32 to 35. You know what I'm talking about? I think where you live at is special circumstances because if the population is smaller, you know what I mean, meaning you have less options. You get what I'm saying? Is why I asked that question. So less options mean that, you know, if you ordering pizza, if you go to pizzeria, you ordering pizza. You ain't ordering steak. In New York, if you go to pizzeria, you might have steak, you might have sushi, you might have all types of shit being sold out there pizzeria. So it might be a little bit, you know what I mean? You might have more options, you know.
But you know what's crazy that you say that, like you say, you really should get married to you maybe 30s or something, which makes you more experienced. You've been there, you've done that. Look at our parents. Our parents, my mom got married at 16, and a lot of these people, parents are married at a young age, and they still married 20, 30 years, 40 years anniversaries. You know what I mean? So it just kind of depends.
But that's
you know, we live
times.
it's different times. Yeah, it's definitely
No,
different
but it
times.
still happens today, though.
Yeah.
It still happens.
I just want to be clear. Pink Sapphire is also shooting her shot. She said he's handsome. Well, hello there, Jay. She was talking to you. She's not talking to collectors. Collectors, his wife is within earshot. Queen, he loves you. Collectors, he loves you. Queen, this has nothing to do with the collectors. I just want to be clear. He wants no smoke.
She said, "Hey."
So look, guys, respectfully, we gonna wrap this up if that's okay. You know, I'm delighted to have you guys. Make sure you follow me on Clubhouse if this your first time listening. Follow me on Instagram if this your first time tapping in. You know what I'm talking about? We do this every Monday live on Broadway podcast. We are live right now by way of Live on Broadway podcast on YouTube. Podcast will come out on Wednesday. It will come out on Wednesday. You know the vibes, man. Live on Broadway podcast. So if you listening to this, you know the vibes, man. Listen, man. Tonight was amazing. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody, TJ, Kev Pryor, shout out to Gigi, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Les, shout out to Tish, I appreciate you, Queen. Raven, you know the vibe. Shout out to my guy, Dennis, you know what I'm talking about? I'm just D. Marie, you know the vibe. Jay, everybody on your body tonight, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do, man? You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Shout out to the
I
collective.
gotta come back to New York. Well, y'all in New York, right?
Yeah, New York City.
Yeah.
We in the
I'm
Bronx,
cool with
Jay.
man. Last time I've been in New York, man, I think I went to 08. I went to Jamaica Queens. I knew a chick. She was out there. She used to fool with Tommy Hilfiger. And then another friend of mine, she stayed in Far Rockaway. So yeah, Far Rockaway. So.
Yeah, so what you gonna do is the question.
Yeah,
They on you. Look, this is what we gonna do, man. Listen, you see them, hold on. Hold on, respectfully. You see them in the comments, they on you, King. Wait, are you married?
Nah, he's married.
Oh,
no, he not married.
He outside.
He a real single
He outside. So listen, man, we gonna wrap this up. Make sure you send these beautiful women a DM. You know what I mean? Let them know what the vibes are. Don't waste their time, Jay, because if you do, we're gonna bring you back up here. We're gonna have a different conversation. You know what I'm talking about? Live on Broadway podcast. You know the vibes. Pool.
Clear.
Money coming, money go.
Do you have relationship questions you need answered? Spicy topics? DM us at Live on Broadway Podcast. Have music, products, or an ad you want us to run? Email us at Live on Broadway Podcast. Be sure to tap in. Mondays, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live on IM_Broadway's Instagram. Clear.